Hello, my name is Kathleen Elizabeth Sumpton, and I'm the author, but please do call me Kat. Here we are on the River Forks Thames, London, Ontario, where I grew up. I'm reading from 3 of my poetry anthologies, as you can see here on the docks: Love, Life, Loss, and Longing, The Great Big Book of Haiku, and A Baker's Dozen. I published all 3 of these at once as my first 3 books in the spring of 2020. In case you didn't know, London, Ontario is actually known as the Forest City. Leaving one of London's most known landmarks, the River Forks, here we are beneath the trees in the forest. Some of my favorite activities include being outside, going to the park, having a walk, and getting some exercise. Don't get me wrong, I thoroughly enjoy relaxation, sitting beneath a tree and reading a really good book. A lot of my inspiration for my work has actually come from being outside and traveling to different spaces and places and allowing whatever thoughts come to me in my pen to end up on the page. My other favorite activities include eating food, people watching, and working out. If you love reading, don't forget to support local this holiday. I would appreciate all of your support for any of my books. It's never too early to ask the elves of Santa what you want for Christmas this year, so give the gift that keeps on giving and get knowledge while supporting your favorite local author. Another thing that I love to do, and I hope you do too, is to play dress up. Cosplay is a great activity because it allows you to become characters that you may have written about or dreamed about in your books. One of my biggest inspirations is J.K. Rowling, who wrote the Harry Potter books. You can see that I'm wearing here the Daily Prophet pants designed by Black Milk Clothing. The reason why I look up to her and respect her as a fellow author is because of her ability to maintain such a large audience of fans and become the first billionaire to earn their money from writing and publishing books. It's always been a dream to have some kind of mild success, but to be that inspirational, to have that kind of power through words, and to give that much to other people through the joy of imagination. I can only imagine myself what that must be like. I also love a really classic Shakespeare. I know, really cheesy, but some of my favorite authors are from the time past. My favorite century of literature to read is the 19th century. The reason why is because this was the period of monsters. This is when we read about Frankenstein by Mary Shelley, and my most favorite book of all, Dracula by Bram Stoker. Tied for my favorite book of all, though, I'd have to say, is Madame Bovary by Gustave Flaubert. From a few centuries before, what is it about monsters, love, and affairs that I really, really like? Well, maybe it's because I can relate to them, and a lot about what I write about are monsters and love and affairs. All of my books are true stories. They happened in real life to real people just like you and me. The genre of my writing is called roman à clef, which is French meaning a novel with a key. About 90% of everything in the story that you read is true, but 10% has been changed and is fictional in order to protect those who are involved. Because some of the things that I talk about, well, they're a little bit seedy and not everyone's going to understand. But I don't write for those people. I write for myself and for those who do get it.
How much of our memory can really recall a true picture? Poems from Quarantine, available now.
Because a lot of the people, the characters, have been victimized, this is a way for people to learn and grow to become better for themselves. The topics that I write about include serial killers, substance abuse, drug addiction, mental health, eating disorders, sex work, and a whole lot more. Are you intrigued yet? My biggest supporter and number 1 fan would have to be my dog, Zoe. She's my emotional support animal and co-star as a model for photo shoots in the magazines. Feel free to check out the other work that we do by checking the link in my bio. And thank you so much for watching this video. Learn more about what I do, my books, and writing by checking out the other videos on this channel too. And don't forget, have faith. Allow your imagination to be open-minded and don't close yourself off from anything, especially an opportunity. You can even get an autographed copy.
All right. Now, who should I make that out to?